inside of the case, you're going to see the rings already have the inserts sitting inside for the 1-inch. Then you have some extra hardware as well as a tool. Let's go ahead and put this on a Picatinny rail and throw in a DiscoveryOpt. After removing the screws with the included Torx or star bit tool, I'm going to next, because I'm using a 30mm, I'm going to remove the 1-inch inserts, which are also ground incredibly evenly. They look great, have a nice fit and finish to them. And if you're running a 1-incher, they should be phenomenal for that. Now, I'll be able to reinstall my 30mm cap. Throw it on this Picatinny here. I'm going to use the same height that is listed right now. On the rings, you're going to see indicators all the way from 1.2 inches up to 1.4 inches. And if you decide that you need to adjust the height of these rings, all you would need to do is adjust the top set and set these to the 25 inch-pounds on the desired height. The way that this works is there are many small teeth that engage in between here. So when you loosen up these initials up here, you can then adjust it up to the height. You can use these arrows and chevrons to make sure you're laterally accurate. It's on the same line. So I've slid mine out. You can see there is a flange on the top half, and you slide them in by finding where the tooth ought to fit. And then I go back and run through my cross bolts once more. So it just slides out and slides in. And you have to take some care to get it on the right height. Make sure that the left and right arrows are indicating on the same slots. It is machined very, very tight, which is a good thing. So it's not going to move around on you, and getting the right height is really not too difficult. It saves you from having to buy another pair of rings when you can just use these ones and adjust the height to what you need to for your application. And then you'll tighten them down to 25 inch-pounds if you have a fat wrench. Otherwise, just do your best with the included tool. Then you can move down here and get these installed to the height that you want to for your scope. This is for the Picatinny clamping rail, and underneath you have 2 blocks and 2 Torx. Let me go ahead and install those and get a scope in there. Something to try to take notice of is each half has a designation, an item number there, as well as an A and a B side. So make sure that you get the rings set up because of how tightly they're machined, how well done these are. You want to make sure that you get that little number right. So I have my B side, which means I'm going to match it up with the B rings. When tightening down, don't forget to use the suggested pattern as well as torque numbers. You can see my pattern begins with number 1 here, and I'm going to come close, just finger tight on number 1. Then I'm going to bounce to the other side on number 2, and then 3, 4, 5. And then I'll go around and do the same here, just barely finger tight, and then I'll actually start torquing them down to the foot-pounds. So here's an example of what that looks like when it's mounted up on the rings. You can see that there's plenty of breathing space for my objective bell, as well as underneath for the erector tube spring cap cover. If you have more questions, you could head to DiscoveryOptGlobal.com, or you could head over to the description and read more there.